price. That's the basic aim. So at JSW, we don't think that how much I am owning, what is my value, what is that's not the real game.
Just your investment in Orisa with a clean manufacturing plant, and now you have the second plant at Halol. So if you could just tell us a little bit more about how you are looking at the EV plant there in Orisa, and under which plant are you investing in Orisa?
So what we have announced in Orisa is a comprehensive investment into the entire ecosystem of electric vehicles. This investment is going to be made by the JSW Group on a standalone basis. This will include battery manufacturing, so cell to pack manufacturing. We are looking at commercial vehicles as well in Orisa. And who knows, it could be the next location after Halol for JSW MG Motor India as well. So as of now, what announcements we have made in Orisa are from JSW. It has no connection to JSW MG, and that entity will not be investing in Orisa as of now. However, obviously, the products from the investment we make in Orisa will first be catered to this joint venture. The batteries we make is for JSW MG, and with this we hope to, like my father mentioned, bring down the cost of the product, localize in India, so that we can really bring new energy vehicles at the right price point, if not lower, at least at the same price as ICE vehicles.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Alicia from Mint. A couple of questions from me. Congratulations for the joint venture. Are there plans for a JSW branded vehicle or line of vehicles as well? Since you mentioned that you've looked into commercial vehicles as well, and products that will be made out of Orisa. So will there be JSW branded vehicles? That's one. And would you be looking to apply to the government's new EV policy? Do you think that it would be beneficial to that now that you have an investment that you make in these vehicles?
So as of now, in the passenger vehicle segment, I think we are thrilled that we are part of a global brand like MG, and all our focus, all our attention, and all our efforts will be towards MG. So on the commercial vehicle side, as and when those plans fructify, it's at that time we will decide under which brand name we want to launch those products. With regards to the new Government of India policy, we have to study the fine print. The policy looks very attractive for the premium segment. However, because we have other applications already in place, some have already been applied by MG Motor before JSW entered. JSW has applied for some PLI, especially on the battery side. So we have to see whether those get impacted at all by this new policy. So once we get more clarity, then we will decide on the next course of action.
What is the management structure of the company, sir? Management.
So it's a joint venture in letter and spirit. The chairman of the new entity will be with the JSW Group. The board of the company will be jointly managed between JSW and SAIC, and the board will work with the steering committee, which will have representatives both from JSW, SAIC, as well as from the Indian financial investor.
And MG India.
And MG India. So it's a joint venture, letter and spirit. However, the chairman of this joint entity will be a member from JSW.
Haven't decided.
That
doesn't matter.
That depends on Dad. Absolutely. I report to him and will always report to him.
I have a question. Obviously, you've got very ambitious plans on the auto side. Is this one of the pillars that you have in the auto business? Because there were reports that you talked to other companies as well, to have a more holistic and to have a more broad-based approach in the auto sector. There were reports of you guys talking to the B2B Group and other companies. So, is that also the plans that you kind of stitch up a federation of various entities that give you with strengths from various geographies? Is this one of the partnerships, and will you look at more partnerships going forward?
No, so at the moment we are focused on this project, this company, this joint venture, and we would want JSW MG India to become a very strong leader in this segment on the new energy vehicles. Everything else, I mean, we keep on discussing. There are so many opportunities. India is a growing market, very exciting market for the world industry, whether it is auto or even other industries. Everybody is looking at India today, because we have very stable government, very stable, exciting leadership. So therefore, India is the buzzword in the world space today. So lots of people approach us, talk to us, and there are not too many groups in India. If you see, you can count them on your fingers. So therefore, there are many opportunities, but we are focused on this. Every day, 2 or 3 approach us. So that's not so important. Sorry. No. At the moment, we are focused on, as I said, JSW MG.
Just one last question. After deal was announced, we'd also spoken about decoupling the supply chain from a few geographies, specifically about China. What are your views on that? Is it decouple that and create a bigger supply chain in India?
So our interest, or let's say focus of JSW Group, is to bring the best product for the consumers in this country. Whether we bring technology from Germany, from United States, from China, from Japan, from Korea, wherever, whatever is available, the best available technology would be brought in and would be used in India. That's the basic idea.
Sorry for my profit. Just want to understand, will there be any synergies with the wider JSW Group in this particular venture as far as production is concerned? You already have established steel business and energy business. What will the synergy like? You also talked about when the price parity will be achieved with ICE vehicles compared to your portfolio and the wider ecosystem as well. And let's talk about the premium play. What price bracket you are targeting in that space? Thank you.
So I just want to understand this 1 million vehicles you want to sell.
Let's answer this.
Yeah, then we'll come.
With regards to the wider synergies with the JSW Group, as you know, JSW Steel is already is the leading steel supplier to the auto industry. Today, MG India does not procure steel from the JSW.
It does.
Very small quantity from JSW Steel. As we go forward, the entire quantity of steel for JSW MG Motors will be coming from JSW Steel. In terms of price parity, I think we are working very hard towards that. This festive season, there will be a new launch that is coming. 2 new launches, one in the ICE and one in the new energy vehicle. No, that we are still working on the exact new energy vehicle that we are bringing in. But what I can tell you, we know more than what we can disclose. I think all of you will be very, very happy and impressed by the price point at which we bring this new product. I think it's going to be a very big disruptor in the category. With regards to the premium play, I think, as you can see, India is premiumizing. There is more disposable income. As our economy grows, people will keep upgrading their choices. And MG has a slew of products available globally, which are world leaders. Like you saw, the EV4 was the UK car of the year in 2022. Every time we visit Europe now, we can see MGs all over the road. So we want to bring those products also into the country. So we will have products in the mainstream, we will have products in the premium, and a combination of the two will allow us to launch a new product every 3 to 6 months into the Indian market.
That you want to add?
Yeah, so before I said that to your first question, I want to add on to what Parth said. In terms of synergies, our teams are already exploring the possibilities, as an example, on the logistics side, supply chain side. Jindals are pretty big in port handling and all. So can we reduce the cost of logistics and supply chain? In the project stage, when we are expanding the capacity, we require a lot of cement and steel. Can that be at the world's best price available here? Mr. Jindal talked about the cell plant, so that again will give us a huge competitive advantage which will enable us to reduce the cost. Parth and I talked about, which we need to explore. Parth himself is pretty big on sports. Can we have some marketing synergies that side? They own the IPL teams and all. So I think there's a huge synergy, not only on this side but also on the community service side. A lot of work is being done on, the younger education and things like that. So maybe one of the pillars, as is community service for us, and so I think we can add a lot of value. So this 1 + 1 definitely we feel is going to be 11 or 1 + 1.
Yeah, you had a question, right? Oh, the answer.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. This is Chetan from Business Today, JSW Group. Two questions, sir. First, the government of India has notified your EV policy. Now, with Tesla possibly coming to India, are you considering it as a threat? And secondly, with respect to the listing that was initially for the IPO that was scheduled for 2027, 2028, is it authorized? So, are you planning to make it a listed company as well as of today as well?
So first of all, Tesla coming into India is a welcome sign because the more players come into India, the whole new energy vehicles will increase into the country, and therefore the charging system will get established, and it will actually give better visibility to the electric vehicles, and the market will expand faster. So that's one thing. On the second question was on the IPO.
IPO.
Yeah. So these are still early days. That eventually one day, hopefully, IPO shall happen. But right now it's early days.
So taking on his Elon Musk question, what will be your message to Elon Musk as far as you welcome to India?
Yeah, welcome to India. Absolutely.
Hi, sir, just from Kolkata, India. First of all, congratulations. Question on the products. I think you all said that it's very clear that you all want to focus on electric and electrified vehicles, EVs. But with the global maybe stemming slowdown or pushback from EVs, do you think you might need to relook this?
So actually, this is a myth, and I want to talk about that. Frankly, when you talk about there's a slowdown in electric vehicles globally, it's versus what? It versus probably expectations created by the industry themselves, I think, right? But if you look at EV growth and plug-in hybrids growth last quarter 4, across the geography, Japan, Korea, China, Europe and America, these developed countries, the growth has been ranging from 20% to 70%. Now if somebody expected 100% growth, it's less than that. So it's a question of how do you compare? So that, I think, journey is on.
Yeah.
The government across the globe, because of environmental reasons, because of consumer choices, I think that's the path, that's what we have said. And as Mr. Jindal also mentioned, and you kind of insinuated that new energy vehicles doesn't mean only EV. Depending on the infrastructure, depending on consumer evolution, taste evolution and education, they will go through a path. So plug-in hybrid as an example, we have talked about it, and just think about a technology, if I can use a liberty to say in a laymanish term, that just imagine a technology which is EV, right, without range anxiety. And suppose you want to go from here to Pune without thinking too much about it, that EV can take you there. So you don't have to think about charger, EV only. So that's the kind of technology PHEV gives you. In the night, you don't have to have any kind of thought that aaj plug nahi kiya to kya hoga. And if that technology, thanks to this synergy and thanks to this backward integration, if we can bring it at a very good price, with some support from on the policy side, I think this can be a game changer.
So will you be the first with the plug-in hybrid?
In hydrogen?
No, plug-in hybrid, PHEV.
They say inshallah, but we don't know what others are thinking. So, but we definitely want to be one of the first ones.
Yeah, hi.
You mentioned support from the government. Was that just application? Was that for hybrid?
Or plug-in hybrid?
Plug-in. See again, what we are saying is that it needs to resonate with the country's priorities. We are not talking about anything which is not in line with what country wants to do. So the direction is very clear, and where the government just said EV is the way to go. So within EV, just imagine a car which can give you 100 to 200 kilometers on EV, and also has a petrol engine. So at least that accelerates the path of that EV evolution, and so that's what we are thinking.
Follow-up question: will you get the PHEV even without government support, or you will wait for government support to get the PHEV?
Our endeavor definitely would be to explore, study, and make the cost competitive, and then bring it anyway.
Thank you. Keith again from Automotive Professional. Just curious, as a group, what is the total commitment from JSW Group for the automotive industry and beyond manufacturing? Like you said, you want to do end-to-end solutions for cell technology. Like you said, there are many conversations that you keep having for cell technology. Are you looking at alliance partners? And what's the total commitment from JSW Group for the automotive industry?
So we are committed to the auto industry, right? So what is the commitment? It doesn't work like that. I mean, yeah, I know, I understand that, but it doesn't work like that. So whatever is required to make it successful will be done. For example, the cell manufacturing, the lithium refining that will happen. All those things, anode manufacturing, cathode manufacturing, to make the cell and become competitive, and then make the new energy vehicle as at the same parity as the ICE vehicle, as the engine vehicle. So these are all the initiatives that JSW Group will really work to do and make it a very successful venture. So it doesn't matter what is the requirement, we haven't worked out, and whatever will be needed will be done.
What about the alliance partners there for cell manufacturing? That's a very unique
We will be most likely taking the technology. There may not be need of any partnership, equity partnership. And that is we are working on that. Yeah.
Sorry, Krishna from Business Week. Two quick questions. One,
Yeah.
from a synergy point of view, what does this say where will the overall RE story of yours? Because this new energy and the whole matter, obviously over benefits. Another point is we've seen this globally where the whole trend towards bridges or limited, because you can create funds which are ready to cut a large fat checks if I say so. So what is your view on that? Because eventually it's going to be a question of fundraising. It obviously opens up a clear opportunity where you can reach out to these funds which look at the green portfolio.
Yeah, I think overall, as a group, we are very focused towards the climate. We are very focused on ESG, and we are looking at investments across all our businesses to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. Obviously, this fits very well into our overall thesis, and this investment into MG India is part of the decarbonization initiative, not only of JSW but of Government of India and of the whole country as a whole. You're absolutely right. Mostly European funds are looking at making investments into clean tech, climate-focused companies. As of now, we don't see the need of raising any funds for any of our businesses from private equity. But if, as and when we require, we will evaluate those opportunities. But it's very clear, the future is electric, the future is green, whether it's green steel, whether it's green cement, whether it's green energy, JSW Group, whether it's green cars now, JSW Group is committed to the green movement, and we will leave no stone unturned to make sure that we are successful and we can give clean air to the country.
One question. One car every 3 to 6 months.
How many of these would be LEDs? Have you thought about proportion? And would these also be some SAIC brands that you want to bring into India? How many of them are in development or design stage in India for the world?
So I think Parth answered the need of premium channels. So we, as you said, we will bring cars in mainstream channel as well as premium channel, and that includes, like we said, 3 to 6 months starting from this festive period. So it will include the products from both the sides. We have not really come down to the exact number at this point of time, or let me say this way, we are not in a position to announce anything at this point of time, but it talks about several products over the next several years. So we will continue in ICE, we will have a new energy vehicle portfolio which will include plug-in hybrid as well as EV on both the sides. New premium channel, we want to focus on new energy vehicle only.
Then whether there will be a SAIC branded car.
Yeah, so this is right now we are focusing on the MG brand only, and that's what we want to make MG. MG is premium brand and we want to focus on it.
Please, no, she was saying. No, okay, first, okay, you go ahead and then we'll go there.
Alright, so the reports of the Ford plant being acquired, is that still under consideration?
No, I think Ford has withdrawn the sale of their plant sale process. They want to. It seems they want to re-enter. That's what I'm reading in the press into the industry. So that's off the table now.
No,
Yeah, I think
she's. Yeah, go ahead.
You talked about localization and also having a strong supply chain and having a stable company. And you're also into battery manufacturing. So, as you will be aware that the critical minerals policy has been out and the bids center is inviting bids for many critical minerals, including lithium, which is very crucial for the EV battery. So, I just want to understand if JSW Group is interested or participating in the critical mineral mining.
So mining is part of JSW Group's activity, and lithium is a very important mineral for manufacturing the electric batteries, and we will certainly participate in the when the government comes for the auctioning of these mines.
So the mines have been auctioned in Jammu Kashmir and followed by lithium in the first tranche. So did JSW Group submit bids or express participation?
To my knowledge, not yet. They have not been auctioned. They have only found the minerals, and the mines have not yet been auctioned. We will certainly participate as and when that happens.
So you are interested in the lithium?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question now?
Last question, yeah.
Can we say last question, please?
Yeah, ready. Yes, last.
My question is, how much SAIC will invest in this JV, and do you see
SAIC will invest in JV.
do you see any hurdles, because other Chinese auto companies have seen delays in approvals and profits like this?
So total investment, as we have said, is going to be 5,000 crores plus from all the stakeholders.
What's the question?
Sorry,
Royalty.
So royalty, as you know, is part of the standard technical agreements for any international automotive player. So as you probably know, in the existing scenario also there are Japanese, Koreans, American, German players. So the royalty thing follows the international practice. Sorry? I mean, that's your calculation. I'll leave it there. I think so. Thank you very much. I think thanks a lot, and thank you for joining us. And really, you were delayed by 2 minutes.